94 Carrot Top. Now look at fucking Rage.
Muscle Man Carrot Top.
Tattooed
eyebrows.
eyebrow. What are they called here? Eyeliners? Tattooed eyeliner and 1% body fat. Like, he's And you know what? I will say this. And you pointed out to me, like, comedy, what he does, you can be from any country.
That's why he's so huge in Vegas, which is like, the capital of the world where everyone gathers.
Yeah.
The reason he sells out those huge stadiums is you don't have to speak English to get his jokes.
And that's, to me, I love that.
I think that's fair and
like,
well.
We're Dutch.
But there's something too strange to me about showing up at your theater or your stage or what have you and saying, I can't go on because I lost my jokes or my jokes broke.
But see, I feel like...
Or does anyone have a glue gun for my jokes? That's weird.
I understand that, but I feel like he's at the point now where if he lost his act, like, oh, I left my act in the car. Oh, shoot, my act's at home. I think he could just, with a cordless, just run through the crowd and make them happy just taking shit off their table.
Like a Cirque du Soleil clown, just like picking up hats. And
like, oh, look, a napkin. Or hold a candle over his head and goes, this is how you had ideas before electricity. That's a Carrot Top bit right there, dude. I'd be surprised if it hasn't. It's like a Jonathan Winters before that.
Yeah, exactly.
So I respect the shit out of him, and that guy takes more shit than Dane Cook. Like, that guy gets made fun of. Like, he's the punchline. Like, oh, fucking Carrot Top. Fucking you go out there. You know how soul sapping it is every night to just get the Frisbee with the fucking teeth marks in it and the nipple coming out the other side and go, hey, this is a redneck Frisbee for nursing babe, whatever the fuck he says.
There's a lot of them that I don't understand. Remember that one joke that he built?
I get all of them, which is
I saw chairman of the board in theaters. Like,
you're lucky. Hey. That's amazing.
They could have spelled it board, B-O-R-E-D. What was the one you didn't get?
He had like 10 black dildos in a row glued to a piece of plywood.
Are we going back to the Kardashians now?
No. He said, look, I'm Paris Hilton in jail.
Oh, I guess the joke would be that she's in boy jail and just everyone's raping her.
I was perplexed.
Yeah, you're right. I don't get that one either.
Right. I was perplexed and I found it peculiar and I put it on save on the television and when he came home and I said,
story of my life. Honey, get up here. And I'm like, ooh, here we go. No. I think people in this AARP commercial are wearing wigs. I'm glad you're home. Watch this. Bike! Town bike!
All right, what else do you have to say for
commercials.
The year? Here's Delonte.
Just went on his locker. JJay and Donnell Jackson.
This man is as red as Ronald McDonald.
Slept in today and they didn't stick to the game plan. The game plan was for them. Every game day, we bring 3 boxes of warm Krispy Kreme donuts for the team. I mean,
warm.
Normally snitches get stitches. But
snitches get stitches.
Yeah, I said I snitch. This is big. We trying to teach them team concept.
Neck tattoos.
You got to sacrifice for your team.
By getting donuts. That's team sacrifice, is going to Krispy Kreme and getting warm donuts.
Well, he got an MRI. He had an MRI today, so he's going to stop passing Krispy Kreme.
Fucking MRI.
Hold on, bro. You got to cut that part out right there.
All right, we're coming up on it right here. Yeah, he's explaining to him that it's Jim Rome.
Don't let that happen again, though.
Here you go.
I'm going to get him on the road. In a world of hazing. That's not too hard to ask. Just stop paying the Krispy Kreme to get some warm up. 2 hours, I gotta drive all the way to Cincinnati. I don't care if you gotta fly. Train, planes, or automobile. You better have my donuts.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
That is good stuff.
You better have my donuts.
That was like, well, there was I don't know the name of the basketball player, you might know, but there was a dude who was playing in the NBA while simultaneously working at Circuit City to get the employee discount.
Oh, I don't know that.
A real, thuggy. I'll look up the guy's name. Yeah.
So who does Kim Kardashian date next? I think Delonte West should be in the running. I mean, that's thugged out, man. A redheaded guy, but does she go away from type? And what about Bruce Jenner? Date Bruce Jenner.
No.
He looks like a woman now, too.
So, I said go against type. There's no blood relation. He's an athlete.
I think that she'll probably go rapper. I'm going to put my money on rapper.
Do you think she goes back with Ray J? Is that a chance?
I I don't think so. I think that he's given his blessings to too many other women.
Blessings. For the love of Ray J. I'm going to say Jim Brown. I'm going to say...
She likes an older man.
An older guy. Like, she's been dating these young, dumb athletes. Get, like, an older, smart guy. He's an activist, and he's as black as they get, and at any moment, he could throw her off a balcony. Did you know that story?
No.
Oh, Jim Brown threw his wife off a balcony, and the cops came.
Did she perish?
No, but the cops were called. But Jim Brown's like one of those guys. When the cops come, they're like, "You got it, Jim. Sorry, we bothered you."
Like how OJ used to be.
Exactly, but not OJ was all like, "Hey, man, I threw off a balcony." Where Jim goes, "The bitch, he's very hands-on.
Oh,
the bitch wouldn't."
Obviously.
So he's always got that weird knit hat.
Right.
He's the community activist.
Right.
Jim Brown quit football to act. He was the greatest running back in football, and he's like, I got an offer to be in the Dirty Dozen.
And the best college lacrosse player of all time, too,
yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Like, weird, crazy athlete, and he quit to make movies, and then he quit to be like a community activist.
Ron Artest was working at the Circuit City during his
That's amazing.
Oh, that's whatever.
When was it, St. John's?
It said that during his rookie season in the NBA, he was working in Circuit City.
You mean Meta World Peace?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
he changed his name.
He changed his name to Meta
guy.
World Peace.
The fact that he's not a Nick makes me sick.
I respect that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you're working hard.
He wanted
so
that
pick a
discount.
rapper. Who does Kim Kardashian? You don't really know. What if Will Smith lands on that?
No.
Does she go super rapper like Ghostface Killer? Does she do like Wu-Tang?
Baby Jesus.
Big Baby Jesus.
Inspected Deck.
Yeah,
that would be a match.
What if she went the other way and she joined the girl rappers, the white girl mob?
Oh, if she went lesbian for Creation and V Nasty?
Yes.
Gucci, Fendi, Louis, Prada.
Yes. That would be tremendous.
We are the first. We have to be the first podcast that has called out the white girl posse. And by the way, white girl posse, holler at your boy at Jay Mohr 37. Let us know you're out there, girls. Gucci, Fendi, Louis, and get little Debbie up in there too. We need to hear her do some freestyle rhymes.
Did you know that one of the gals that her name is Little Debbie, which is fantastic because she raps and she makes fantastic snack cakes.
Creation makes the hits. V Nasty's like real hood rat, and they're all very white. But V Nasty is just constantly dropping N-bombs. So the rap community is divided as to whether or not, like, is this okay or is this completely not? Some rappers are like, I don't give a shit. And then other people are like, she doesn't have the right. And if you go on YouTube, oh God, it was called the Rapparazzi. It was something. It was like
that man was tremendous.
It was a rap
podcast,
and there was a clip on it on YouTube where he talks about V Nasty saying the N-word. And he's basically...
And she's like a 17-year-old white chick, right?
Yes. And he's basically saying to everyone in rap...
This is what you created.
This is the result of you doing this. And he goes, and women...
And he said the N-word does not mean to this generation what it meant to the generations prior. You have created it so the N-word is not seen as this hateful, hideous thing. This is your fault. So if you find it painful and offensive, you did it. You said it over and over and over, and now it's lost its power, and now these white chicks are saying it. So if you're mad...
Bieber says if there's blood on the floor, right? Like that's a done game if Bieber starts dropping N-bombs, because he's rapping now.
You know what? Maybe in a couple of years.
He's being trained by Ludacris, I heard. He freestyled on like some rap... There's a YouTube video of Bieber freestyling.
What does he freestyle about? Just his bangs?
It's unfortunately good. That's what a lot of people have said.
You know what? I'm not surprised.
Like, he started out as a rapper, apparently. Like, Usher was training him up, and then he went to this
that's right.
Yeah.
He got gobbled up by Usher early.
So, like, he's a hip-hop kid, Bieber.
And
like,
the boy can dance.
He's going to transition to rap,
when
apparently.
When people are mean about that kid, I go, you know what? He works his balls off.
As far as kids that look like Rachel Maddow.
Yeah.
This is my girl Creation. White girl posse, holler. That's enough of that shit. Let's look forward to 2000. So who you're going to guess rapper? So you're saying that Kim Kardashian joins the white girl posse and hooks up with...
I'm saying that's what I would like best.
Okay.
But I think
that's what we're doing.
Okay, but in all likelihood, I think that her next beau or love interest will be a male rapper.
I would love
that would be my guess.
I would love if she went completely against type and dated like Michael Sheen, like some real respected
that
like,
would
British
be amazing.
actor.
Like
you know what I mean?
Ray Fiennes left his wife. Yeah,
totally.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Philip Seymour
Daniel Day-Lewis,
Hoffman.
when he's auditioning for my sitcom, goes, "Wait a sec, where's Kim Kardashian?"
Exactly. I thought this was
because
the Kim
he's a
show.
cobbler.
Right.
He can make her fucking horseshoes. That Clydesdale that she is. Let's talk seriously for a second. What actors are going to crush it this year? Who's going to separate themselves? Is that helicopter killing us?
We're good. I thought you meant they're coming for us to
That's
kill
what I
us.
thought too.
No,
I was going to say, I hope not.
I think we're all right.
I didn't say anything.
What rappers? What actors? Like 2 years ago, Ryan Gosling, I thought, just
I'll
went
still
like,
say Ryan Gosling.
I'm not with you people.
Yeah.
I'm way past. Franco with 127 hours sort of left the pack, but then he's kind of caught up in Franco-ness.
A little bit, yeah.
In all fairness, he's caught up in Franco-ness, but he's also quite busy actually doing things. I mean, he is going to school. He's not. When there were those photos.
He goes
of him,
like 14 schools.
There were
He's
photos
at
of him sleeping in class, and it was a big joke. And I said, you know what?
He's currently writing 12 books and doing like a thesis on fucking like bonobo chimps, and also like doing a documentary on SNL, and he's a speech therapist.
Right.
Like he does everything.
Just learned how to blow himself.
That was his newest project.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
he does way too much.
When he was asleep in
goes to
class,
Everest College.
and people were
He saw that commercial.
teasing him. Yes, yes. People were teasing him.
He was convincing that guy.
I thought, you know what? He's exhausted, but you know why? Not because he was at a frat party. You know,
He flew in from an anti-apartheid rally in South
Precisely.
Africa.
So I
filmed it.
That he organized, filmed, and wrote a book about.
Right.
Yeah.
Did we ever talk about Everest College here?
I don't think we've ever
I did it
done
on Jim Rome's show, but that Everest College commercial, it's
It was
like
amazing.
a black guy with his hat
He's
crooked.
furious.
He's on an overpass
he's pissed
like,
at you.
just why are you making it so difficult, man?
You already on the couch. You got your phone. You talk on it all day.
Just pick up the phone. Look at the game tape.
Yeah, he berates you into getting an education.
And then he eventually just leaves and walks away like
like does a mic drop.
yeah, like
absolutely.
you bugging. You bugging, man.
If he had a guitar, he would have smashed it before he walked off. Yeah,
What actors this year? Pacino is playing Phil Spector. I'm looking
that'll
forward
be
to that.
fantastic.
2012.
I think
I like his new home at HBO. Thank God.
I do
He
like
doesn't have
him
to do
doing
fucking
that shit.
Righteous Kill with De Niro. He can do like,
or Jack and Jill.
yeah, he could do real things.
Yeah. I think
Kevorkian.
Tom Hardy's going to blow up huge this year. He's in the last few years, he's done like 4 or 5 major movies, but people still don't know his name.
Good call, Matty.
Very good.
Like Bronson, Inception, but now that he's Bane in Dark Knight Rises, like this is the year he's a household
It
name.
always
I think.
comes back to Batman with you. doesn't it?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt
I would say him too, who's also in
is
Batman.
one that I will always be happy to see just fly.
Him,
and he's and the
Gosling.
boy can fly.
Those are like my favorite young actors. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Ryan Gosling's amazing.
But I
tremendous.
think Gosling's already
Want to know something that
I only discovered him really this year
both
too.
Gosling
Gosling?
and
Amazing.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt
Amazing. Drive is my favorite.
they're able to sing and dance.
They were Mickey Mouse kids, right?
Honey, you and I both agree. You know, back in the golden era of Hollywood, you had to be able to
Stars.
you had to be able to be a thespian as well as taking your singing lessons and your dancing lessons.
Watch her dance.
But
and
now,
this is her equestrian lesson for the day.
Now, folks don't. You know, there's so many fine actors who are asked to sing or dance, and they freeze up and say, "I can't."
Here she is fencing.
And I feel
David Gardner.
in my estimation, am I the world's best dancer? No. Am I the world's best singer? Lord, no. But
time out. Hold
but
on.
if asked to be,
You're a showman.
I will.
Hold on.
I took.
Are you the
I'm
world's best
trained.
dancer? Maybe not. But were you in Michael Jackson's video Batter at 9 years old?
Indeed.
Were you the only girl not dressed as a boy?
Indeed.
You were the only girl allowed. So if you want to hit YouTube, Michael Jackson Batter.
Oh, Lord.
Was
that
there
little-
a sequel to Bad?
There was all little kids.
Yeah.
It was
All
all little kids
children.
in the subway. And there was
I
that one
did
Michael
not
Jackson
know that.
impersonator kid who was probably filled with Michael Jackson product by
It
the time
was
he-
like the Biggie Sky's the Limit video with just mini versions of Michael Jackson and shit.
Yeah. Or
That
like
video was
Hot for
amazing.
Teacher with all the Van Halen
rebuilt
kids
the
in
entire
school.
set. We worked on it for months. Michael was there. We worked on it for months, and they rebuilt it, and we had to redo the video frame by frame.
That's crazy. I
It
didn't
was
know
Dance
that.
with Michael
it was
Jackson.
absurd. At any rate, you as well, honey. Are you a singer or are you a dancer? No, but have you been asked to sing and dance and things? Yes.
Pluto Nash, bitches.
And you don't say
My kind of town, moon beaches. I had to sing about the moon.
You're always.
That's why I took the part.
You're willing to do it. You don't puss out. And I that's why I, fellas like Ryan Gosling and Joey Gordon-Levitt, admire deeply because did you see when Joseph Gordon-Levitt hosted SNL and he redid that whole Donald O'Connor make him laugh number where he did that flip on the wall?
Like a backflip?
Yeah.
He did.
And that was his idea, and I don't know. I admire it, and also it lends a certain air of elegance to all of their performances. Like when you watch Ryan Gosling move, he's
totally
graceful.
Moves like a dancer, as gay as that may sound.
He slides his body into his parts, and it does sound really cheesy and actorly, but he does make his body move the way this character would move. And I
love Ryan Gosling.
The
man.
work
I'll
that
fuck the shit
those
out of him.
the work that these young men have